Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Hospitality Musings for Monday, the 31st of August, 2020. Just thought I'd dive on earliest this morning, because most of you will be having a busy day, it being a bank holiday here in England and Wales. If you're tuning in from Scotland or elsewhere in the world, unfortunately, it's not a bank holiday. August has seen us having the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. This finishes today. A lot of people are doing it today. How's it been for you? I've heard mixed results. A lot of my clients say they've been busy, but it has tended to drag custom in from the weekends to Monday to Wednesday. Several of them have also found that, unfortunately, they've had their staff have had to put up with a lot of abuse, simply due to the clientele coming out. A lot of them are saying they've attracted clientele who perhaps wouldn't be their normal clientele, who have not been prepared to wait, and have been downright abusive of front of house staff. All the staff in pubs and restaurants are doing their best. They're all having to work under different circumstances. They're still getting used to it. And then the government put this on them to help the industry. But what are you going to do now it's finished? Several of my clients have decided to carry on. Either keep it Monday to Wednesday or move it to different days or do it odd days here and there. But it means you're going to have to, if you're an operator, you're going to have to change the way you do things. Morning, Lynn. As an operator, you're going to actually have to change the way you do things. Up to now, what you've had to do as far as the accounting side of things is you've had to account for VAT on the whole amount of the bill at the time the dinner is served. So therefore, as far as from stock taking point of view, it's not been a discount. It's just been the gross takings put in there, and then you claim it back from the government. Now, unless the government make a last-minute change of heart, a last-minute decision, and let's face it, they do have a lot of history about that recently. Well, probably right since lockdown started. Not particularly their fault. They're just having to make it up as they go along as best they can, trying to juggle all the balls. But going forward, it is now going to be a true discount. So you, as the operator, are going to have to take the hit. You're not going to get any money as from tomorrow back from the government. So for your accounts, you're going to have to put through your revenue exactly as it is at the end of the day, with the discount off. If you have a stock taker and he or she comes in regularly in stock takes, then you are going to need to keep for them a record of the amount of discount you have given away. So that is something else you have to think about. You have to keep a record. If not, then you are going to get some very funny stock take results on your food and on your drink. If you're going to continue it into September, you are now writing your own rules. You don't have to stick to the rules of Eat Out to Help Out. You can offer the discount across alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, and your food offering. But what I would suggest is once you've decided what you're going to do, if you're going to do it, you do not have to, I want to stress this, you do not have to continue with this. This is going to be a purely commercial decision on your behalf. I would then make sure that you get notices up around your premises, hit your social media, hit your website, make sure that everybody knows as from tomorrow what you're doing if you're going to continue it. And exactly what the discount's going to be, when it's going to be, how you're going to operate it. I've seen one establishment locally, it came up on my Facebook feed over the last couple of days. They're going to offer it, but only on tables that are pre-booked. So I would suggest, especially with them, they have got to get that message out front and center of all their social media and online presence. Because I don't, if you turn up there and what I know as a walking and they can accommodate you, from my understanding of what the post I saw, you will not be getting any sort of discount. So you need to be thinking, and I know you haven't got much time. It's Bank Holiday Monday here in England and Wales, so you're going to be really busy. But you've got to think about tomorrow. Make sure you've got that message about what you're going to do. If you're going to do it, carry on in discounts, get it on your social media, get it on your website. So everybody who's looking for your site knows what to expect. You've got to manage that expectation of all your clients coming in. And also make sure it's on your menus and everywhere to be seen in your venue, so that you try and mitigate any aggravation that your staff are going to get. Make sure you train your staff and inform your staff exactly what the offer is, so that when they're asked questions, they can answer them. So that's my spin on or take and my musings on the Eat Out to Help Out. Has it been good or bad? I'd be grateful if you watch this, if you're watching live, if you put a comment in that you're live and where you're from. If you're watching this on replay and you're a venue operator or you work in a venue, pub, restaurant, etc., that's been doing the Eat Out to Help Out, I would love it if you could drop me a comment just to say, you don't have to say exactly the name of the venue unless you want to, but how your take on the scheme has worked for you, how it's worked financially, if you can say, and if you're a member of staff or you want to speak on behalf of your staff, let me know how your customers have been reacting to your staff. Have they all been friendly? Have you had people kick off? That sort of thing. It just gives me a picture of, and I can feed back to my industry and my peers how you found it. Was it a benefit? Was it not? Was it more aggravation than it was worth? The other thing got me thinking sort of yesterday was the news that there has been 2 big raves. We were talking to thousands of people, I think in Wales, and hundreds of people in, I think it was Suffolk, and the police having to break it up and the fines, etc. Now, it just got me thinking, some of you might know I'm a member of the Nighttime Industry Association, and they've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to try and get the NightLife open again. And I think it's something that seriously, the government has seriously got to talk to them and other organisations that represent the nighttime industry to find ways now to open nighttime venues, sort of nightclubs, etc., so that we don't get these illegal raves. Now, you're never going to stop it. The illegal raves are sort of a cultural thing as well. But I'm wondering if we can get the nightclubs back open and similar, and music venues at night open. Would people that have gone to these raves perhaps think twice? So I would urge you to have a look at the NTIA website, to post about, if you're in the nighttime industry, post that out using the hashtag Save Our Nightlife. And let's see if we can get the government to start talking and start thinking about safe ways that we can reopen it. We have got to stop these big illegal meetings. It's not just the raves, there's been illegal parties in houses. I don't like illegal, but the police haven't got the time to deal with it. But it's important as an industry, as the whole hospitality industry, that we work and try and find ways to stop this, so that we don't suddenly get people that have been to a rave, not socially distanced, coming into our pubs and then perhaps causing it a local outbreak. There's been too many of these local outbreaks. And what I'm afraid of is that if they continue, are we suddenly going to get shut down again? And I fear that if we get shut down as an industry again by the government due to COVID-19, then the vast majority of it may never open again. And it's just the amount of communities that will be decimated, the amount of staff and staff from ancillary companies like myself and other suppliers to the industry. It's going to have a massive knock-on effect for the industry and the economy. So I would urge you, if you're part of the nighttime industry, please have a look at the NTIA website and start posting out with the hashtag Save Our Nightlife. We've got to get it back open. If you're in a pub and that, let's help our colleagues in the nighttime industry. We're all part of one hospitality industry. We need to pull as one industry. We might all have little businesses, individual businesses. We might be part of bigger organisations, but as a whole, we've got to start getting it in a way that we're all reopen and we're getting back to some sort of normality. So people that there were still loads of people that are scared to come out. So if we work together and opening up in a safe way, and we communicate that safe way to those people that are not coming out, we might then get them coming out and even more people out. Because at the moment, if you have a pub, restaurant, hotel, you're open, nighttime industry on the whole is closed, but the pubs, restaurants, etc. are relying on outdoor spaces at the moment. What is that going to be later on in the winter? I did see one post recently that was saying maybe we've got to be a bit more like Germany, where apparently they sit outside all year round and the customers go to the venues knowing that's going to happen. So they're taking thick coats, thick jumpers, they're taking blankets with it. Venues provide blankets, and you might have wood burning stoves out there. So now's the time we've got to start planning what's going to happen when it starts to get cold, so that we can keep people coming into the pub at a level that at least we can break even and hopefully make a little bit of profit. That's it. So please interact with me. Put down in the comments if you've been live or if you come in and are watching the replay. If you don't agree with anything I've said, happy. Let's have we don't all have the same opinions. I'm happy to enter a little conversation as long as we keep it civil. I don't see anything problem with that. Please again give me your thoughts if you can of what your venue's been like during Eat Out to help out, and also what are you going to do in September? Are you continuing your own version of Eat Out to help out, or are you just going to stop it? That's it for today. Please have a great bank holiday Monday if you're in England and Wales. Scotland, it's just another normal Monday morning for you. Please stay safe, enjoy the sunshine we have here in Cambridgeshire at the moment, and have a good one, and I'll tune in soon later in the week.